Hello everyone, we are back with more Final Fantasy II. We're making our way through Castle Palamecia. We got about an hour left to stream. In FF6, I think the most difficult boss for me. I've never done the bonus stuff in the Game Boy Advance version, so I can only go off the base version. And I can't think of any I particularly had trouble with. I mean, I guess occasionally Kefka might be a dick in his long, grueling battle, but overall, I can't think of any boss fight that truly was hard for me. Maybe Charnook at points? Maybe? I guess Alma Weapon could be, depending on how strong you are when you get to him. Yes, the Three Stooges and Scion's Dream could be pretty rough. Rexel the boss, that was generally pretty rough. Unless you could banish Doom him. Hey, Jeremy. Why is everyone talking about backseating today? Is this because of the tag I have on there? It's very odd. How you doing, Jeremy? How's work treating you today? You guys really want to hit me with fucking Blizzard 12. That is why you bring it up. Okay. I was just curious because it's been there every day. And you're not the first person to mention it. Only one store? Oh, cool. Excellent. You can hang out with us. You don't need to know how to drive the back seat, by the way. Indeed. In FF7, the hardest boss for me, probably Emerald Weapon or Ruby Weapon, one of the two. As a kid, I always had more trouble with Ruby than Emerald, just because of the nature of the fight. But they're both legitimately difficult fights. I say 8, 7. Typically you do Emerald first. Yeah. Just the approach to Ruby is what made it the more difficult fight for me. I got another Rune X. In FF8, the Omega Weapon, hands down, is the hardest fight in the game. Although, the lead up to the Ultima Weapon deserves an honorable mention because you cannot run from the fights or avoid them, and some of them are pretty rough in their own right. Which is Materia damn you till you looked it up? Yeah. Let's see, what else? FF9 was almost certainly gonna be Hellfire, Windflute. Almost certainly gonna be Ozma. That's the word I was thinking of. Palamet's actually almost out of MP. Alright, she's fine now. What else? Final Fantasy X, to be honest, I've never done any of the super bosses in that game, except for Dark Veil 4. And I just cheated my way through that fight because I wanted to get into Besaid, and unfortunately at a certain point you can't get into Besaid because he spawns if you try to do so. And I needed to get in there for... I think I didn't get the treasure at the temple or something. So I just summoned Yojimbo to Zenmato him. Which will instantly kill any boss in the game, including Penance. I expected you'd come, Steve. Do you really think you can kill me? Stop, both of you! Why do you insist on fighting, Iso? Weak words from the weak. You know what rules the world. Sheer power. The Imperial throne is mine. The weak cannot survive without the strong to control them. How many lives did the rebels throw away when they chose to oppose the Empire? Delusions of grandeur do not become you, Iso. Though I find the thought of you as Emperor quite deliciously absurd. It ends now. This world can have but one Emperor, and I am he. You're alive? What are you? Not that it matters. The Emperor is mine now, and I have no intention of handing it over. The Empire? I have no need for such trifles now. All the world shall fall by my hand, and the powers I gained in hell. And your blood will be the first to spill. Both. Call the Wyvern! You can use it. Or call the Wyvern. You can use it to escape. Rickard, what are you doing? You may have little trouble spilling the blood of Rickard Highwind, last of the Dragoons. Pathetic insect! I will enjoy making you rue those words. May the spirits of the Dragoons lend me their strength. Rickard! If the dragon Wyvern could just fly us here, why couldn't we... Anyway, so I haven't actually done a lot of the bonus content in FF10 because getting the crests and sigils for all of the weapons was obnoxious to me, and I just didn't want to do it. So I just never went back to fight any of them. Steve, what's happened? You're the Dark Knight. You'd best start explaining. The Emperor has risen from hell. Rickard died so that we could escape. Yosef, Minwu, Sid, Rickard, all dead. Alright, so I misnamed this character. And here's how you guys know. Palamecia would not remember any of these characters.
Yeah.
Palamecia, who's Horshaphant?
Me.
I don't know how much more I can take. As long as the Emperor lives, more will die. Iso. Princess, let Iso join us, please. The Dark Knight? A rebel? I leave the decision to you. Iso, let's go fight the Emperor together, please. Palamecia, Steve. Alright. You hope Hilda's still a Lamia queen? Maybe. Iso joined the party. What? Why are you making me leave the room? I want to do that. Allied offensive. Just to make sure, did I actually get all... Well, I can't actually see it on the map, so I assume I got all the treasure chests. Right, Leon. He's our final character. Man, you have some garbage stats, dude. He's got 0 on his evasion. Well, for now, you can have, there. Just until we raise his evasion a bit. What if the Emperor was Paul? Well, as you've so duly noted a lot, Paul is incompetent, so... He's incompetent at being incompetent. Once the monsters of hell poured forth into the world, they entered using a path known as the Jade Passage. I learned it. I've heard there's a place in Mysidia known by that name. We got the Memory Lane achievement. The council that appeared at the time of the Emperor's resurrection, it could only be Pandemonium, the fortress of the Lord of Hell. Myths and fairy tales of Cashwan speak of a small lake in Mysidia. It is said that those who enter the lake are taken to hell. The Emperor has sold his soul to the devil. As a narrow sea strait to the east of Mysidia, the whole area is the Jade Sea. We did it, team. Yeah, man, shit, shit. Smells like shit. Alright. Paul doesn't know his own name. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the other versions his name was Pavel or something like that. I actually cannot buy all the elixirs. I can get quite a few of them though. Alright, so let's go into our items here. We got a bunch of different tones here, so let's teach. Flare to Isa. Haste to Isa. Yeah. Here. Aura. Berserk. Warp. Curse. Code. Scourge. Blizzard. Thunder. fire. There. Now I can learn one more spell, so... Done. Alright, so there's one other area we gotta go to, guys. Well, two other areas, actually, but we're gonna go... Dice first. Cricket's gone too, then. He was a noble dragoon. I'm sure he was pleased that he could die in the name of honor. Nothing happens. Damn. I think we'll leave Dice behind and find a new place to live. There are too many painful memories within these walls. Oh, I meant to thank you for saving the wyvern egg and for giving me the chance to see Rickard one last time. That's why I want you to have this. It's the most treasured possession of the Dragoons of Deist. Excalibur. With Rickard gone, you should be the ones to wield this sword. You couldn't have given me this sooner? You had this sword the whole time and you're like, you know what? We're not gonna let them use that to fight the, Emperor. Block that noise. Paul tried to start out as a pickpocket, but kept putting his money in the pockets of others. Seems ineffectual, but yes. Alright, I'm gonna go down here to the desert. Right, I can just land in the desert. Anyway. We're looking for two enemies right now. Sandworm, that's one of them. So... Ooh, Earthbreak. Jeremy, what do you think of Ultima 9? Oh, we got the Sword of Myth achievement. Not as good as Ultima 10. I mean, you're probably right. I still got some HP, some strength, and some stamina. Alright, so now we gotta find Scissor Jaws. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but alright. Sorry, Isol's gonna be fucking useless in this for the rest of the game, most likely. Sounds like Isa. Mean. Hey, his shield and hands went up a level. There they are. Oh, he ran away. That's rude. Anyway, those are the two enemies we needed from that. Oh. Oh shit, I went past it. It's up here. Alright, so we're gonna go explore the Jade Passage. We'll get as far as we can in this. I might have to teleport out if we get too late into stream, as we only have about 40 minutes left. But that's fine. Well, actually, there is one thing we gotta do before we head in here, guys. There is one thing we gotta do out here. Farm some battles outside of here, because apparently... Oh, apparently Scissor Jaws spawn here as well. There is a monster that only spawns in this area. Which is worth noting. And down he goes. So, guys, it's actually a really good chance that we can finish this game tomorrow. If I had more time today, I could finish it, but I don't have... I have next week off. I don't have this week off. Hey, great Malboros. We've never fought these, so there you go, another enemy. Oh, these are probably down in the pit. Wow. You got completely wrecked. Oh, none of those were. Okay. Those were boss and S spells, not S and S spells. Anyway, we're looking for Mantis King. Hey, Iso's hands and shield level up. I'll probably swap him to a weapon once he hits level... Oh, there they are. Okay. Once he hits level 10 in shield. I think I'll have him use spears, whereas everybody else uses a sword and axe. Alright, let's go restore our MP in Mysidia before we head out. And then we will go into the Jade Passage. Excellent. Welcome back, Vector. We finished off Castle Palamecia, and now we are heading to Mysidia before we enter into the Jade Passage for the last 30 minutes of today's stream. We're gonna save here and restart recording.